Today we'll be working on a 2010 Toyota Prius. We're going to install tow-ready T1 connector, part number 118505. We're going to access the rear cargo area, and what first we're going to do is remove the cargo mat. We're going to go ahead and pull it out of the vehicle and out of our way. Then we're going to access the rear spare tire carrier area. So we're just going to remove all the interior trim panels and cargo carriers. We got a couple of hold down hooks here in the back. We're going to remove these also. This one's on the driver's side. There's one identical to it on the passenger side. We're going to go ahead and move the passenger side cover. This exposes our battery. It's going to also give us access to the tail light. Behind this cover here is going to be our tail light. This is where we're going to be making our connection. So here on the driver's side, we need to remove the black tray that's nearest the tail light. It's got a black fastener here in the bottom of the tray. Just screws on and off. Then once again, we've got a cover here to access the rear tail light harness. You'll see here is our white connector that runs to our tail lights. It's got a push tab here on the connector. And then separate the two. We're going to take the brown and yellow end of our new harness, route it up behind the carpeting. We're now going to connect our new T1 connector. When you push the connections together, make sure you do it firmly so it makes a good connection. Should hear the locking tab snap in place. All right, that completes the connecting point here on the driver's side. I'm now going to route my wire over to the passenger side. Brown and yellow wires now at the bottom of the carpeting, and I want to put that up in behind the carpeting and trim. Key points when routing your wire is to make sure you stay away from pinch locations, heat, and any moving objects. We've got one more piece of trim here we can remove just to make it a little easier to access. Now we're going to take the red and green wire, and it's going to go up here to the passenger's tail light. Once again, we've got our white connector. We're going to go ahead and push down on our locking tab, separate the rear connectors. Connect our new T1 harness in line with the manufacturer's wiring. Now we need to locate a suitable place to set our module. We've got a clean and flat place here. I think it's going to be perfect. Peel back our adhesive tape, and I can firmly press that into place so I get a good connection. Next, we need to locate a suitable place to install our ground wire. There's actually a metal fin that comes off the passenger tire well that's going to be perfect. Now you can use a 3/16 drill bit and a screw provided, or I've chosen to go up a size and use a self-threading screw. I'm just going to check to make sure I got a good connection. Now we can go ahead and make our battery connection. Make sure the fuse is removed while you're making connection. You'll see here the battery is already equipped with a top post mount. I'm going to use this to install our new battery powered terminal. Now that we've got our supply cable in place, I can go ahead and install my fuse. My new 4-pole lead is going to be routed outside of our trim also. I need to make sure that its routing is secured. Now we can go ahead and reinstall everything. While we're setting our tray back in place, we'll make sure we have access to a new 4-pole connector, because this is where it's going to stay when not in use. Now let me take an opportunity to show you how to use your new 4-pole connector. We're simply going to route our 4-pole connector outside of the cargo tray down to our hitch, where it can be utilized as necessary. We're just going to close the hatch onto our wire. The weather seal will be thick enough not to harm the wire. We want to make sure we stay free and clear of the rear latch. And this will complete the installation of our new tow-ready T1 connector, part number 118505 on a 2010 Toyota Prius.